because I have a long story. But the gist of the matter is this. We are here to evaluate how our year has been. So we consciously set out how we want the next year to be. We will find out that out of our 10 departments, 5 increased their performance. They did well. Others who shone last year have gone down. Why is this? All these are reasons that, you must always take to mind and listen. What happens? Let me give you an analogy of a family or a home where you say you have a nagging wife if you are a husband, or you have a nagging husband if you are a wife. All the noise a husband makes and all the noise a wife makes must be evaluated in a certain way. You must alienate what is true, what is a rumor, and what shall be. Then you will address them in that kind of way, and your family will stand. But if you keep assuming that this is a mad woman, mad men only walk with mad women, and therefore you must also be the one who is more mad. Tunaelewana? So as we get the results today, let us bear in mind that they are meant to count for something. We cannot just be saying performance contracting is our Mwea thing. It is a guide for all of us, and I brought the water companies here today because this year they signed. I know there was a lot of resistance. I know. But I can tell you, when you understand and you operationalize PC all the way down, you will realize it is a very good management tool because nobody walks groping in the darkness. You know what you are supposed to do, how to do it, and when to do it. And then you will also be able to know where you need to provide resources, technical knowledge, etc., all that kind of thing. It is a guide. But who knows? How many people ever want to get PC? I don't know, Bishop, whether God is going to use a performance contract in heaven. Because some of us may end up failing very seriously. But in his own way, God must use some performance contracting. Because he sent you here to this world on specifics. Have you done that? And then, because I hear people thinking that heaven might be a story. Well, let it be, but I'm sure heaven will not be a story. Tunaelewana? Very good. So, this day, I want to thank the Waheshimiwa because they have continued to put you on check. But they have mentioned a few things that you need to take to your, as you internalize and as you look at, because the only connection between yourselves and the assembly is the correspondence that you have. Sometimes I see a matter has been raised in the assembly, it is sent to you, they are saying you send them very scanty answers that may not. If you know what you are talking about, one of the things I have always believed in, and I think I need to send this one to you, is sometimes being truthful can cause you trouble, like you have seen how it has cost the man from Rogoro. But if you speak the truth, you will never need to remember what you said. Do you get my point? If you always speak the truth, you will never need to remember what you said. But if you lie in the morning at 8, by 10 o'clock you must give another lie to support the lie at 8. By 11 you must give another one. You continue a chain of lying. So let us be frank. Where we have a challenge, let us indicate it. I was telling some MCA this morning, I think it was Kabaire or whatever, when we were flagging on some vehicles, one for management, repair of street lights, another one was for the CEC, another one was for I don't know which polytechnic or VTC, And I'm saying some of these things may look like they are not development, but they are development in a very great way. When we have a Land Cruiser that can go around this county every night repairing street lights, it gives value to the work the MCA does and ourselves. And so when we look at some of the things we do, ensuring like that a CEC is driving in a vehicle. For example, I have seen Hanif. We want to go somewhere, he has a red vehicle, and then he comes late and iliharibikia njiani. You understand? That's not how we want to operate. So these are some of the things that we need to look into and finish. So may I finish by saying this, because I do not want to, I know you are not even eager to listen to my stories, you are eager to listen to the results. I want to talk about a man called Peter Drucker, who wrote a book in 1954. The book is called The Practice of Management. And he coined the term management by objectives. And his words resonate profoundly with our mission today. Drucker's five guiding questions provide a roadmap for any organization seeking to excel in service delivery. There are 5 key questions he asks. The first one is, what is your mission? Let us all remember why we do what we do. Our mission should be the force that drives our actions, aligning us with our overarching purpose. That is number 1. Number 2, who is your customer? Identify your customer. Know who is your customer. As public servants, we must always know whom we serve. Identifying and understanding our customer is vital in tailoring our efforts to meet their daily needs effectively. Now, what does your customer value? Because you are here. This is a question that only our customers can truly answer. But we must remain attentive and responsive to what our citizens value most. In other words, we must have a mechanism where we get feedback and we know what our customers value. And then what are your results, which you are going to get today. They must be quantifiable and qualitative standards that will help us measure our progress. We must evaluate our results against set standards and ensure continuous improvement. And then, what is your plan? Did you plan to fail like I have told you? You sat down at the beginning of PC and said, we have signed performance contract. This year we must fail. We will drop our points. You agreed. You will be shocked when we hear the results here. Every goal requires a strategic plan. Someone said, failing to plan is planning to. Very good. So a well-defined mission, actionable steps, and the criteria for evaluation are essential for achieving our objectives. Peter Drucker's principles remind us that we must play a critical role in fostering a positive work environment, enhancing accountability, and create impactful changes within our county. These are the same principles we must fully embrace in the performance contracting process. Lastly, as I conclude, I want to take this opportunity to commend all departments for their remarkable scores in the evaluated performance contract. Why do I say this? Every department, every of the 10 departments, despite failing, scored very good. But after very good, there is excellent. After very good, there is. So if you got very good, that means you have a step to go. As your governor, I am confident you are on the right trajectory, though I acknowledge there is room for improvement across all departments to ensure we achieve excellent performance. I encourage each department to foster innovation, conduct monthly and quarterly meetings. Can you write that one down, my friend? Because if you do not have meetings, I am known for having meetings every week with my small team to keep them on track, because The only reason Bishop Wanjohi does not close his shop every Sunday is not to collect tithe. It is not to collect offerings. It is to remind people that they are supposed to be going to heaven. Akifunga tu wiki tatu, tuliona COVID ilikuja. When the churches were closed, even people forgot Bwana asifiwe. Walikuwa naambiana ukirioho no tuyomereire nyambo eno. So the minute you assume that a human being, because we must agree here as we sit, how many issues do you have to handle in a day? You have a family to think about. You have relatives to think about. You have your job to think about. You could be a student somewhere. You could also be thinking about people who you owe. You know, you have so in your mind, if you are not occasionally brought back to your core business, you lose it. Tunaelewana? You want to know that, just listen to how the evaluations are done for programs like KUSIP, KISIP, another one called KDSP. I sit in at the governor's meeting and I hear, what? A governor asks you, hiyo ni nini? Ati nini? Anasema, hiyo wamesema KDSP ni nini? Unamuuliza, you don't know. Unamwambia, that is where I got 500 million to build a hospital. How? Uli apply wapi? They don't know, because the governor is busy with other things. And if he himself will forget, what about you, who has so many other things to know? I encourage